one extreme to the other. We've gone from a week of near constant rain to a week of beautiful sun. Indeed, a week in counting. There's a big blocking high pressure sitting over most of Europe now, so this isn't going anywhere particularly fast. As the rain finally cleared through last week, the freezing level dropped back down towards the lower valley, indeed below the bottom of the valley. So everything's now looking crisp and white and frozen again down in Chamonix. Indeed, it's been super cold down the valley bottom under the inversion again. So temperature's been getting down to the negative double figures over the last few days. Up here on the mountain, yes, we have lost some snow. We've also gained some snow as well. Indeed, the lower and mid-mountain runs here in Les Houches are better now than they were this time last week. That dusting of fresh snow towards the end of the week has stuck to the old base, so actually conditions are pretty good. Sure, on the whole, the pistes here are pretty firm and the off-piste is basically non-existent, but it's not too icy, it's nice, grippy, firm, fast snow, so yeah, on-piste conditions right now are pretty enjoyable. And under this big, stable high pressure, that's not likely to be changing anytime soon either. When conditions are as they are right now, with generally good snow at all levels but nothing fresh in the foreseeable, the best places to head are always here in Les Houches or the Tour at the other end of the valley. It's got the longest, widest and best pistes, and as the terrain is generally speaking less steep than at the other areas, it gets scraped down to the base less as well, so the snow holds up better on piste. So yeah, if you are coming out in the next week or so, I definitely recommend heading to the Tour and Les Houches predominantly. And you also have, in my opinion, the best views at either end of the valley, with big expansive 360-degree panoramas and the entire Mont Blanc range stretching out before you. So that's another reason to come to Les Houches and the Tour. Chamonix is full of people running around at 1,000,000 miles an hour, rushing to be first to the lift, first to the powder, first to the bar. But that stressful, high-octane lifestyle isn't what skiing is about for everybody. Indeed, for many, skiing is about relaxing, unwinding and being at one with nature. If that is more of what you have in mind when you're going on a ski holiday, then Summit Sea Serenity offer a number of adventure travel and wellness retreats to several destinations around the globe, including one here in Chamonix from the 15th to 22nd of March. This will be 7 nights spent at the wonderful Chalet Chardonnay at Yeti Lodges all the way up in Argentière at the other end of the valley. And they also have a number of other destinations planned in the coming year to areas such as Greece, Sardinia and the Lake District. The holidays are open to everybody from complete beginner skiers and snowboarders all the way up to advanced and expert skiers. Optional yoga sessions are included every morning and evening, and indeed you're free to spend the rest of the day however you see fit. So this is not just a ski holiday, and neither is it just a yoga retreat. It's both, and you're able to do as little or as much of either activity as you like. So I'll leave a link in the description to their website. I plan on joining in for one of the days myself, and as probably the world's least flexible person, it's about time I did some yoga. So as an added bonus, I know many of you have been wanting to ski with me, so this could well be your opportunity. A little word on the ice climbing conditions. I'm here at the Crèmerie de Glacier d'Argentière, the most reliable ice in the Chamonix Valley. This is actually the latest start to my ice climbing season since I've been here, really. I've usually been here in November, if not October some years. This is the Grade 2 route to the Crèmerie, which is obviously one of the easiest ice routes in the world. As you can probably see, the ice is still a little bit thin, a little bit wet, but perfectly climbable. Plenty of line choice here. First pitch is a little more than a walk really, but that's the crux just there. So ice here in the lower valley is still very, very limited. This is as good as it gets really, and as you can see it's still very wet. Over to my left there we've got, I think it's Chantilly, which is the best route of the crag here, grade 3/4. Someone's climbing it right now, but looks very thin, very wet. I'll definitely be leaving it for a little while. The man-made icefall at Le Bouet is open, it is climbable, but I'm not sure what the status is at the moment. There was talk about it being reserved only for guides. I don't know if that's actually being enforced or not this season, but yeah, something worth looking at. Further up in the mountain, the usual suspects at Rive Gauche and Rive Droite are all good. Defalante, Mini Couloir, Big Blue, and tons of mixed routes in the mid-mountain. There's plenty to go at, and indeed the upper mountain. Routes on the east face of Pointe Nationale and Mont Blanc de Tacle all look pretty good. There's like Mordecanori, M6 Solar, those kind of routes. And I'm sure Mini Blast, Rebel Yell, etc. above Pan de la Guy is in good condition as well. So yeah, there's some good mixed conditions, but ice is very, very limited at the moment. With this big stable high pressure, it's all go in the high mountains right now. Just don't expect to find any powder, it's all blown away. All the classic ski tours are being done. Right now I'm on the Col de Passon, which is one of the most popular short day tours in the Chamonix Valley. You start off at the Grand Monte ski area, cut across the Argentière Basin, and climb up to the Col at 3,000 metres and descend all the way down to Le Tour. Can be absolutely epic on a powder day. Check out my full video of it up here. Yeah, unfortunately, don't expect we'll find any powder today, but still, beautiful journey nonetheless. Elsewhere in the Aiguille Rouge, again, all the usual suspects are getting done. Col de Bugent, Col de Belvedere, Col de Dard, Cautious Barrage Traverse, Quichol Traverse, etc, etc. So yeah, busy, busy, busy up high. Up on the Aiguille de Midi and the Vallée Blanche, they've started equipping the arête now. As of last weekend, last Sunday, there was a single handrail in. I fully expect there to be at least 2 handrails in right now. They've probably started cutting the zigzags as well. The zigzags won't be open just yet, but yeah, maybe by this time next week they will be. The difficult mid section of the Vallée Blanche has filled in quite a lot. Still is a little bit tricky, but you need to be just an advanced skier now, rather than an expert skier. But still, if you are in doubt, give it another month and it'll be even better. All the classic lines over on the Skyway Monte Bianco were getting done last weekend. They're completely cooked now. You've only got 1 day after powder 2 maximum to ski them, but at least they're all properly filled in now. So next time we get dumper snow, we all go over there as well again. And there you have it, the Col de Passon, pretty much exactly 3,000 metres above sea level. From here it's a constant descent all the way down to the valley bottom in the Tour, about 1,400 metres, so 1,600 metres of vertical. Pretty damn good for one single boot pack and skin up. There's currently no end in sight to stubborn high pressure, at least not in the next 6 or 7 days. It's just slowly wobbling around over Western Europe, as blocking highs tend to do. So sometimes we'll have a slightly more southerly component to the air mass and the temperatures will rise a little bit. Others will have a more northerly or easterly component and they'll fall back again. But broadly speaking, the weather pattern is staying the same really. Cold, frosty and occasionally foggy down in the bottom end of the valley. Pleasantly warm up at mid-mountain and glorious sunshine pretty much everywhere. It's significantly warmer up at the Tour than it is down here in Chamonix right now. It was about 6 degrees there when I left. Down here it's still below freezing as we're under the inversion down here, and you get much more sun up at the top end of the valley than you do down in Chamonix as well at this time of year. So yeah, Still bitterly cold down here, and even more so down in Les Houches, but up at Le Tour and Argentière it's actually quite pleasant. Off-piste conditions are basically non-existent. You've got to choose between wind crust or sun crust. So sadly, that's not going to change at all in the next week or so either. There's no fresh snow in the forecast. On-piste conditions are, broadly speaking, brilliant. It's the best they've been in the last 2 or 3 years at least. Sure, sunny slopes will slowly but surely start to deteriorate, but as it's relatively quiet this time of year, the deterioration will be slow, and most slopes are holding up really, really well, even down at the bottom end of the valley. So level main ski area up at the Tour, the beginner area, is absolutely fantastic. Planards, sure, it's probably icy, but it's still full width, all the runs are open. So yeah, on-piste is still great, whether you're a beginner or an expert wanting to carve hard. There's plenty of on-piste conditions to be had. As for off-piste, if you are venturing out and you want to go for a tour, just see it as that. It's a tour, it's a journey. You're not going to find any nice powder anywhere, but it's stunning scenery, beautiful weather, so just go and have an experience. Thanks once again to those of you who contributed towards my apre-ski beer funds this week. There's no better way to finish a long, hot, sunny tour than with an ice-cold pint at the bottom. So yeah, that's much appreciated. As always, I'll leave the link to mountain drop-offs in the description, and you can use the QR code here if you're looking for airport transfers. I highly recommend booking through them. And yeah, other than that, there's not much to say other than stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and tune in next week.